This ain't a rap song, it's Red Pill Rage. This ain't a rap song,
now we gonna keep it all the way honest here. Now what's one thing you never told your ex?
This ain't a rap song, it's Red Pill Rage. It used to be a time that fairy tales were true. The king and the queen and all the pills were blue. But then the pill changed, the red pill's the truth. Forget the married life, I got better things to do. Stack money, travel the world. When you're getting it like that, you can pick out a girl. When you chase your own dreams, you can become a squirrel. As many as you want, straight hair or curl. Single ready. I got about 4 reaction videos today. What's this? Courtesy of Worldstar. Worldstar always got the good stuff. All right. All right. This video is going to be a woman who turns down a guy and then get mad at him for not wanting her. All right. You have a lot of girls out there. They're going to always think that a woman, you have a lot of girls out there that's going to always think that a man wants them based off the history of men, based off the guys that she's actually been around. So if you take a girl who's been around a lot of desperate men, all of those desperate men are going to give her an ego. Once she has an ego, then she would be angry or she would be upset when things do not work in her favor. And that's what you see with a lot of girls. When you start seeing the ugly girl act bougie, it's because there's just too many guys that have told her everything that she wants to hear. All right, let's get ready. Let's get into the video. Let's do it.
What's your type?
I like light skins and Mexicans with curly hair.
Okay. What's your type?
You know, light skins, gotta be tall.
Gotta be tall? Like how tall? 6 foot?
Nah, bro, that's not like 5'8", 5'6". You know?
Would you date him?
Fuck to the fucking no. Like, you got me all the way bent. Like, what?
Why?
Cause he's like, huh?
You gotta look. She shouldn't even be asked the question. This one of them easy ones right here. Sloppy style.
Wow. Would you date her? Would you date her?
No, bro.
Why?
Bro, what? Bro, what?
Your necklace is about to pop off of your fucking neck, bro.
See? Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, nowadays, sometimes you got to be raw like that. You have to be raw like that. Some girls need to know the absolute truth. And the things that he's saying, I'm not saying say that to every girl, but in this situation, it will be okay. A lot of you guys got to learn to do that because you have a lot of ugly women that be trying to crack jokes on you and be trying to belittle you. Don't be afraid to tell a woman exactly how it is. Do not be afraid to do that. And that's what he's doing. Don't be afraid to tell a fat chick who getting out of line like, yo, listen here, you too big to be doing that. Sometimes when you stand up for yourself and crack a joke on a woman, it like solidifies your respect. It may feel disrespectful to her, but it still solidifies your respect.
It's really not. Cause what? Cause what?
What's the best thing and the worst thing about being a female?
I think the best thing is I got pretty privilege because I'm bomb. And worst thing is that...
That's when we start going into delusion status. You guys have to understand, sometimes when y'all see some women that say this, it makes you very upset that she said it. But you have to understand, when women feel very low and feel very ugly, they would tell people how they want to feel. That's just like if you ask a woman for advice on dating another woman, she's going to tell you what to do to be a beta male to her, not the girl you want. She's not going to give you the proper advice. She's going to always give you an advice of what would make you a beta male to her. This is why you never want to ask women for advice. And another thing, a lot of women out here in the red pill manosphere, they're not giving you dating advice. That's what they're not doing. They're catering to your shoulders of insecurity. So they talk bad on women too, right? To cater in how you feel inside. Let's get back to this.
Men be sexualizing females a whole lot.
All right, what's the best thing and the worst thing about being a male?
Why are you assuming she's a female?
Oh!
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
But I want to go back to a part that she said right here. before we get to it.
What's the best thing and the worst thing about being a male?
Why are you assuming she's a female?
Worst thing is that men be sexualizing females a whole lot.
She's right. Men do. Men look at women, their beauty, and judge it the same way a woman looks at your status. All right? You could be the ugliest guy in the world and get no attraction to a woman, but you can make up for it by just simply having power and money. This is why when you get in Hollywood and you actually start leveling up, when you guys get on your purpose and you leveling up, you'll notice that the friendships start getting smaller and smaller the higher you go up. But one thing you will notice when you on your way up to the top, it's a lot of ugly people up here with women. A lot of them. Money and confidence can trump all. Looks will get you the attention when you don't have either or. But when you get over 30, it's going to all boil down to money. A man is going to want the woman who looks the best for the size of his pocket. And a woman is going to be going for the guy who can provide her the best way of living. All right, let's go to the next video. What we have here is, it says, she held the lie down. Side dude took off running and wanted no smoke after the husband walks in on his wife. So what we have going on in this video is we have a side dude with the woman, and then, okay, and then the husband walks through the door. All right, let's take a look.
Who is it? Why would you just pop up over here?
What the fuck? Why the fuck your dumb ass one answering my
Because I was trying to fucking surprise you. Your ass.
Why the fuck you got that shit on anyway?
First of all, this is great that it's happening. A lot of you guys know your women. You know her. You know what she's capable of. You know what type of things that she's going to do. And the reason why you know her is because before you fell for her, because before you and her actually got close, you seen her do some shady stuff. You just felt like it wasn't to me, so it don't matter. That's how a lot of people are when they hang around shady people. They watch shady people do shady things to other people, and they always assume that it won't happen to them. And then that's typically when friendship ends, when you find yourself being the butt of a joke of a new friend who was cracking jokes on someone else. Let's get to it.
Don't fucking start with me. I was trying to be sexy for your ass. You don't appreciate shit. That's the fucking problem now. Ain't nobody fucking here, Will. Ain't nobody here. I was trying to be in the mood for your.
Now I want you guys to notice how well she stays with the lie. You will always know a woman is lying whenever she's trying to force her truth onto you. Whenever her truth is very aggressive. A lot of people feel if someone accuses you of something and you act irate and you act crazy about it not happening, that it has to be true because you're doing too much. That's how women look at a situation whenever they get caught. They're going to over exaggerate the situation. They're going to blow it up bigger than what it was because she's trying to let him know, like, listen, nothing's happening. You're making me mad by accusing me of something. Has that ever happened to you guys? Has that ever happened to you guys where when you accuse a woman of something, she retaliates with aggression, like she's mad that you're accusing her of something when you know that you're right? That's when it's time to go. But like I tell you, a lot of you guys stay in these relationships because you fear starting over.
Man, you drinking any shit too?
Because I was trying to get
Bitch,
him.
stop playing. You got a nigga over here.
Ain't nobody fucking here, Will.
So what the fuck you got that shit on,
Because
huh?
I was dressing up for your ass.
Bitch, you ain't dressed up for me in about 5 years, huh?
Because
Stop
I'm
playing with me, bro.
You hear that? Like I said, you know your woman. You know if you and your woman ain't even been getting down like that, that there's no reason for her to be dressed like that. It's like when you're in a relationship and one day your wife wakes up and your girl wakes up and just all of a sudden wants to start looking sexy, and you know she ain't doing it for you. She ain't flirting with you. She ain't rubbing on you. She ain't touching you. She just wants to look pretty. Why? Because it's always for another man. When women fall in love, they don't mind turning into their worst. This is why a lot of married women let themselves go. Whenever they want a man, they're going to go to the gym. They're going to diet right. They're going to get in the best shape to pull off the best sexual appeal that they could get. But once they wrap you in, they start to let themselves go and get comfortable. Which is why if you walk outside your house and you go places and you look at housewives, they're out of shape because they're in love. They're ready to settle for the family. So understand, if you've been with a girl over 5 years and then magically she wants to start looking sexy, it is another man.
You got niggas
It's fucking matter, Bill. Be grateful. Tell me I'm grateful ass. You ungrateful.
How the fuck you got that shit on?
Because I was trying to be sexy for your ass.
On my daddy mama, you better stop playing. I'm gonna beat your motherfucking
If you
ass.
put your hands on me, you going to fucking jail.
Yeah, I swear
If
to
you
God,
don't,
I stop
your jack
fucking
can't take you.
Stop playing with me.
See, and she's doing wrong. This is why you guys really got to stop trying to change these combative women. Combative women, if they do wrong, they have to play the victim and they're going to put you in a position to lose. That's why the greatest thing that you could do with a woman to hold power is silence. Sometimes you got to let a woman mess up and you don't even say anything about it or even show like you know what's going on. Just act like you didn't even know it happened. That's where the power is at. The moment you start getting emotionally involved with a woman and allow her to control your emotions based off of her actions and how she's representing herself, you have lost. You've lost. This is why a lot of these young girls nowadays, they want older guys. They want 42, 50, 45-year-old because the young guys are just too emotional. Women don't know what to do with these emotional men. They looking at these emotional men like kids. So they want to come up to the older guys. So the older guy look at her like, man, shut up, little girl. Don't talk to me like that. I'm grown. And that's what a lot of you guys are going to develop as you get closer to your 30s. It's going to be less women that's going to be talking to you wrong, and you're going to be respected more. That's the. Look at the side dude. He don't even know what to do. He don't even know what to do. He in there. He don't even know what to do. Big shout outs to the new subscribers. Spencer Rome and Real Talk Tech.
Shit.
Toe tag.
I'm gonna beat your ass. I
Why
swear
the
to
fuck would I
God.
fuck with somebody else?
What you mean? Why the fuck you in these motherfucking last
I was
night?
just
Wait, sit.
Dude running down the hallway. Dude running down the hallway. When you start messing around with low value women, that's what's gonna happen. A true sign that you got a low value woman. She's all cool, and then one day she wants to just start arguing and fighting like it's nothing, just arguing and fighting. That's because she's going in heat, and there's another alpha male that she wants to be around. That's typically what women are going to do. All right, let's go to the next video, which is going to be a woman for the streets. All right, it says chick went on a date with a man she matched with on a dating app while her man was at work. Hold on before we get started here. Air Max 29, big shout outs, bro. You was here last night. Big shout outs to you. Let me check my likes real quick. I may have to get y'all the country music. Hey, let's get them thumbs up, bro. Come on, man. We got 300 and some people here. Only 181. Only 181 likes. Let's go ahead and get those likes up, man. Let's go ahead and get those up. And I'm going to go ahead and get to this video. Then after this video, we'll see if the likes are up. All right. This is a girl. She for the street. She went on a date while her man was at work. Hold on. Let's do it.
I started my day off with some Starbucks. I got the strawberry refresher and a bacon, egg, and cheese Gouda. It's my absolute fave. Then I went grocery shopping. I just grabbed a few things to last like 2 days. I'll probably go grocery shopping again tomorrow. When I got home, I grabbed some wine and I headed over to my workspace. I'm working on this project and it's turning out really, really great. So I'm really excited. My friend came over and we actually...
This is what I want you guys to see here. Look at her nails. Right down in here. This right here is a red flag. When you see women with nails like this is a red flag. But also look at the guy here. This is a red flag. Husband at work, her and her friend sitting there sipping on wine, looking at pictures of guys. If you do not give a woman boundaries when you with her, she will feel free to do whatever she wants. You will be in a relationship with her, but she would still be living the single life. How many of you guys have been in relationships with women where you were dedicated, you were in love, you were being the man that you were supposed to be, but she was still out here trying to be a hot girl? And if you said anything about it, then you was the bad guy. Remember, desperation is what hurts a lot of men. Desperation. You have to be careful. You see these sharp nails? When you see women getting nails like this, women don't go to the nail salon and just ask for these type of sharp nails. When women get these type of sharp nails, there's something psychologically wrong.
Switched phones and like matched for each other on BLK. So that was really, really fun. I let my cats in. I love them so much. This one right here is my oldest, and that one.
There you go. There go another sign. 2 cats. 2 cats is more than a red flag. Why is cats a red flag, let alone 2 cats a red flag? Because cats do not need companionship. They don't have any emotion. 9 times out of 10, a cat is only going to act like it loves you in order to get what it wants. Once it gets what it wants, then it is gone. Any women with 2 cats would be the same way. She would be very selfish. She would be a narcissist. She doesn't need you. That's why she has cats. Cats do not need the owner. The owner needs a cat more than a cat needs an owner, because cats can still go out in the wild and survive. That's why you have a lot of alley cats. You don't have a lot of alley dogs. Especially here in America, you don't have too many alley dogs that are just running around the city. You may go out into rural areas in the country and you start seeing wild dogs just running around. But for the most part, you're going to always see an alley cat. So you have to understand, women that have cats have the wrong psychology for companionship. They're going to use you. She has the mind of the cat. Whenever you're dating a woman, you want a woman, if you're seeking her, she needs to have a dog, because dogs need companionship. Cats don't.
It's my youngest. I then prepped dinner. My man said that he wanted pasta tonight, and while he was at work, I went on a date. The restaurant was really, really nice. Great conversation.
Like she said, while he at work, she on a date. She's on a date with this guy, with another man. Female friends. Women don't have female friends. That's not what it is. It's options in case you and her don't work out. And believe it or not, a lot of you guys are just like this guy right here. You've known a girl at your job or somewhere that had a boyfriend you know was playing them, and you just the dude that's going along with it. A lot of you been this guy right here sitting across from her, thinking that you had the one up over her boyfriend. But come to find out, she never left him for you either. You was just there to keep her company. But you've been waiting. But you were waiting. A lot of you guys, you've been waiting for her to break up with them dudes. And she just didn't. And even when she did break up with them, she didn't run in your arms. You and her just went to the mall and shopped. And then she eventually found the guy to date that she always told you that she didn't want. That's how it works.
Restaurant was really, really nice. Great conversation, and the food was delicious. So I really did have a nice time. When I got back home, I finished up that pasta that I was working on earlier. It was really, really good. And I served it to him for dinner. We watched a movie and then we went to sleep.
All right. Let me tell you guys something about being in a relationship with a woman. If you don't keep her busy doing something, she will get bored and create a whole new world without you. This is why you see a lot of businessmen out there, they make their wives the secretary. So she has something to do and make her feel like she contributed. If she's not having kids, she's the secretary. That's how it works. You're supposed to be the man that owns the business, and when you meet a woman that walks into your life, she's supposed to be your secretary. That's how I want you to look at it. If you're unprepared to make a woman your secretary, you do not need to be in a relationship. You need to have fuck buddies. That's real talk. Think about it just like that. Next time you're thinking about getting married, say to yourself, if I got married right now, would my wife be my secretary? If not, you don't need to be with her, because that shows you ain't on your grind enough. All right? Women out here can defend for themselves. Let's go into the next one. This is going to be the last one. And it says, no shame in her game. Chick kept this secret from her ex-boyfriend. All right? Let's see what secrets. One thing I want you guys to know, speaking of secrets, a woman would never tell you the truth, ever. A woman would take her lies to the grave. That's different than a man. A man is not afraid to come out and hold accountability. Women are afraid of holding accountability. So a lot of their truths, they hold on to it, and they master lies that work because they don't want to be accountable for their lies. Let's see what she didn't tell her ex-boyfriend.
Now we're gonna keep it all the way 100 today. Now, what's one thing you never told your ex? Be honest with it. Be honest too.
I slept with his father.
Whoa.
Wow.
What's going on with these women nowadays that keep sleeping with their boyfriend's father? That have a boyfriend but want to mess with the older guys. It's the masculinity. Remember, I told you guys 2 things that are happening right now in life. Women are learning men faster than what men can learn women. And the reason why they're doing that is because they get a lot of practice. They have way more guys that approach and try to get with them than you have women that you're even pursuing or trying to get with you. A woman is always seeking leadership. She's always seeking dominancy, even though society has told you that it's toxic masculinity. That's what they said. If you act like a real man, then that's toxic masculinity. They got inside your head at a young age. But the older men, like my age, over 30, over 35, we still have our masculinity because we didn't come up in that era where it was considered bad. All we have to do is hide it. But women can smell it. There can be 100 guys in the room. A woman's going to smell every single beta that's in there, and she going to know exactly when an alpha walks into a room. Remember that video I did a reaction to where that girl set a date with over 1,000 guys in New York, and they all showed up at the same park at the same time? Women have the opportunity to be with as many guys as she wants to. So she learns you really, really fast. But one thing that turns women off the most and make her lose respect for a man is when he has no boundaries. When he does not stand up for himself and he doesn't tell her what he likes and dislikes about her. If not, they just run free. Trust me, women always need boundaries. Always think about the Middle Eastern woman and always think about the American woman. American woman runs free because America doesn't have any boundaries on women. But in the Middle East, there's boundaries on women to where they can go. So women have a different psychology. But I can tell you now, a lot of those girls who want to be American girls, once they get free, they go. They do get wild. But it ain't even enough for you to assume that those type of women are going to turn. You may have 1 out of every million that do it. It's not common. All right? Let's go and look at the likes real quick before I go into this lecture. Y'all gonna have to show me some love, bro. 229, 371. Let's go ahead and get me to at least 300 likes. And until we get there, let's go.